I can take the dick off the table based upon my standard. You aren't gonna get hold of this dick if you ain't being the woman I need you to be. You need to realize that you need to cook, clean. You gotta understand that you're not the only woman. And if you can accept that, that's fine. That's just the beginning, because you gotta work hard for me, because I work hard for me. So that means if you get with me, it's not gonna be easy street, because I need to be satisfied, because it ain't no happy wife, happy life bullshit. It's happy Steve, happy Steve.
Being strong with self, understanding who you are, that is the biggest defense to bitch ass weak men.
And there's no excuses for the men not to be strong. But see, there's so many forces, and then so many men are embracing weakness.
I can't stand weak men. Like I don't like to talk to them. It's hard for me to talk to these losers. I've always been a winner at the winner's table.
You know, I believe it's a sin to impregnate a woman who can't raise a child, you know, or impregnate a woman who's not fit to be a mother. And I think we have a responsibility in what we see today in these weak ass little feminine boys.
I can't tell another man what to do, but I can't dress feminine. I can't wear nail polish. It's just something that I can't do. Why? Because if I'm walking down the street and somebody's having trouble with a flat tire, I want them to feel that they can come to me and ask me, hey man, could you help me out with this? Because those are the type of things that a man will help out with. So I need to look like a man so they can know where to come for help.
Yeah, it is such a thing as toxic masculinity in the minds of bitch ass motherfuckers.
Talk about masculinity, assertiveness, authenticity, transparency. How can a guy who's straight up and honest with what he does be toxic?
If the media can train you to think something bad about it, you hear the word and you want to instantly have a certain reaction. You stop thinking, you start feeling. And when people learn to think and feel and not think through their feelings, that's when they can evaluate a person holistically. And they can say, is this toxic masculinity, or did I just hear something I didn't like? And why did I not like it? And then only let me go within myself to see why.
I don't never look at no motherfucker and say, oh, that's a toxic masculine motherfucker. I never ever had, I didn't even know. That was an invented concept from a weak motherfucker that was like, I'm just tired of this motherfucker trying to tell me what to do and bully you over me with this bullshit.
What's going to make you successful is just understanding who you are and getting your mind right and being happy with who you are. That is the thing that's going to really make you successful. Because after you get all the toys, after you get all these things going on, you've had sex with all the women you want to have sex with, you traveled all the places, you're still going to be you, and you're going to always come back to you.
Why do I do this? Why are we even doing this documentary? I want guys to be in the best position possible. There's no way that I'm raising my voice or calling you a bitch ass nigga because I'm trying to hurt your feelings. I'm calling you a bitch ass nigga because you're doing bitch ass nigga shit. And if you continue doing bitch ass nigga shit, you're going to end up in bitch ass nigga situations. You get what I'm saying? So when I call you a bitch ass nigga, trust me, it's because I love you.
Game Kings 2, the definition of man, is out right now. Click the link below or go straight to masculineidentity.com to get your copy today. Still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the woman you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to tell you about my documentary, Game Kings, the definition of game, starring myself, the Boss Mac Topsoil, Rosebud, Ron Wills, Miles Cunningham, and much more. In this documentary, you're going to learn about confidence, manhood, attracting women, and the definition of the game. To get this documentary, go to MrLocario.com.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Masculine Identity Soap. This luxurious, quality, high lather, high moisturizing, all natural bar soap has been handcrafted with care and consistency to provide a quality cleansing experience for self-care, focus, and productivity. Specially formulated for cold showers. Stay clean, gentlemen. Masculine Identity Soap.
Click the links below to get private one-on-one coaching sessions with Mr. Locario or Miles Cunningham to step up your game. These coaching sessions are designed to help you with your specific needs in the dating game. So make sure you click the links below right now so that you can step up your game today. Yo, 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 yo. What's up? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the building. You know we about to get into some good game, but shout out to my lady, April MC in the building. Shout out to Jomer, Mike, Larry, Nice Glass in the building, Dream Fundamentals, June Sports. What's going on with your Corey 2S? Mel Razor in the building. Storm in the building. What's going on? Steven C is in the building. B Daddy is in the motherfucking building. Nick Morrison, what's going on with you? Deso Zoe, what's popping with you? It's G-Rad. Kwame. Kobe Lean is in the building. Beloved is here. Lewis is here. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Real talk. And real quick, so tomorrow's show, shout out to April for putting this. Tomorrow's show is going to be at 8 a.m. Myself and Miles are going to be on at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, July 4th, because, you know, it's July 4th. It's a holiday, so, you know, we got stuff that we got to do. You feel what I'm saying? But we will be on for the Friday show, 8 a.m. So if you guys are going to be up that early, you know, make it happen. And if not, you just have to watch the replay. You feel what I'm saying? You got to do that. But before we get into all of the things, right? Before we get into all of the things, right? Make sure that you guys, let me put this up here. Make sure that you guys go to CunninghamElements.com. You can get the Masculine Identity Parfum, get the Masculine Identity Soap, and get the Shea Butter. Go to CunninghamElements.com. Make that shit happen. Also, make sure you guys go to shoplocario.com. On shoplocario.com, you're going to get the online dating consultation with myself and April. Make sure you guys hit us up for that online dating, because if you are not doing online dating, you are slipping and sliding. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure you guys do that and get that cracking. Also, make sure you guys get Master the Vetting Process. You feel what I'm saying? Go to shoplocario.com. So if you don't have Master the Vetting Process, make sure you go to shoplocario.com to get that right now and get all of the programs, because we got a lot of programs on shoplocario.com. So you guys can go there and step up your game. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you guys do that. And also make sure that you guys also go to badboymembership.com. And that is where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. And right now on the badboymembership.com, we have the latest program, 7 Ways You'll Consistently stay on a woman's mind. So get that.
Do it.
Make sure you guys go and get that.
Just do it.
Just go to badboymembership.com so you can check that out ASAP. Check that out today and get that cracking. All right, so today's show, and also, guys, if you want to call in, the call-in number is 844-672-7300. 844-672-7300 is the number. We're not going to be doing a long show today, probably about an hour. So if you guys want to call in as soon as possible. If you have questions, put a Q&A chat, and we'll get to your questions, and we will make that happen. You feel what I'm saying? So, guys, so we're talking about, why the red pill, PUA, and Manosphere can't teach you game, because a lot of guys think that they're learning game by watching red pill videos, PUA videos, and Manosphere videos. And I'm going to go through each of these, and I'm going to talk about how they actually can't teach you game, because the things that they're saying is showing that they don't have game. You understand what I'm saying? And so the thing is that I'm going to break all this down. So I'm sure some of y'all are like, well, wait a second. I thought, PUAs had game. No, they do not have game. You understand what I'm saying? They do not have game. I'm going to break down why they don't actually have game. I'm going to talk about the Manosphere. The Manosphere is just basically, a lot of different things in one. Some people think that, myself, Steve, K Zaggin, Miles, 1950, they think that we are part of the Manosphere. We are not part of the Manosphere. You know in fact, I like to do shows like this every now and then to separate, myself from the Manosphere. I remember I did a video like maybe a year or two ago where I did a whole video just saying, listen, don't lump me in with the Manosphere. Like that's not what I'm doing. Now, again, my thing is this. I don't even think there's anything necessarily wrong with, watching red pill videos or even PUA videos and, just Manosphere videos in general. The issue, though, is that when guys actually think they're learning game, or that they're actually going to learn a game through these mediums, and I'm telling you that you are not. You understand what I'm saying? You are not going to make that happen. Now, I'll start real quick with the Manosphere, because the Manosphere is just like a combination of all of these different things on the internet that's supposed to be for men to sort of, I guess, level men up, or to teach men how to be men and all this other stuff, right? But if you notice what a lot of Manosphere videos are a lot of times concerned with talking about, modern women. And what you're going to notice is that the reason why all of these sections, the Manosphere, PUA, red pill, and all this other stuff, you can throw in MGTOW, passport bros, whatever, right? All of these motherfuckers, what you got to understand is that the reason why they don't have game or can't teach you game is because they're making everything about a woman. You understand? And we all know that the game is not about women, right? Let's say this real quick. So what game is, or what having game is about having a strategy to get what you want on your terms. And the game is about you. So it's about you loving yourself and getting what you want on your terms when it comes to whatever you're doing in your life right now. If we're talking about dating, and we're talking about the dating game, right? Understand that a lot of these videos that you watch are not going to be able to teach you game, because a lot of it is either about talking about women and complaining. It's about talking about, the after effects of not having game, which is basically red pill, or it's talking about chasing women, which is basically PUA. You understand what I'm saying? So in all these different, things, these guys can't teach you game, because you can't learn game by making it about women, complaining about women, chasing women, and then, talking about the after effects of being a loser in relation to women. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm going to break it all the way down. So like I said, let's talk about the Manosphere real quick. So what happens is that you have a lot of Manosphere videos which, center around modern women and how modern women are a certain way and modern women act this way and modern women are like that, right? And so in these videos, what happens is that you have guys who don't have game, guys who have trouble getting women, watching these videos and feeling good because they feel like they relate to the person in the video complaining about women, right? So they're like, yeah, man, I don't like that these women act this way. Or I relate because I was trying to make something happen with this girl and she acted that way, right? And so you sort of subscribe to these videos, and then therefore you end up thinking that you're learning something by hearing somebody complain about the woman, and then you take that as this is how it is for all guys. No, what happens is that is how it is for guys who don't have game. Because when you don't have game, what you're going to do is you're going to gravitate to other people who don't have game. You understand? And then when you gravitate to that shit, it makes you worse and worse, because all you do is get into this bubble of thinking that you are not the problem. You understand? See, the thing is this, is that when it comes to Manosphere videos in general, what it teaches men, right, is that they are not the problem in a lot of these videos. Now, you have certain Manosphere videos that will talk about, self-improvement, talk about making money and all this other stuff, but understand this, most of those videos are still geared toward self-improvement, making money to get bitches. You understand? So if you improve your looks, you looks max and your gym max, then you're going to get bitches. If you get your money up, you're going to get bitches. And bitches don't want you because you ain't got your money up, or because you ain't got your status up, and you ain't got your clout. So you got to self-improve and become this high value man in order to get women. So it's basically, convoluted in this thing of, oh, I have to do this to get women. So they're not trying to improve for themselves. They're trying to improve to get women, which is not improving at all. It's just you basically doing things to chase women. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to understand this. So what happens is that you think you're self-improving, but you're actually staying the same. Because if you are actually improving upon yourself, then you would love yourself and you would not be doing things for the approval of women. You see how it works? But the problem is that when you gravitate to this stuff, you're still in the same place because you're making moves just to try to get women. Now, again, you are a man, you're attracted to women. So you're like, Locario, but I want to get women. I want to have sex with women. I want to hook up and have a girlfriend and do all these things, right? Cool. The thing, though, is that if you have game, you can have all those things, but you will have all those things while loving yourself and having it on your terms. So there will be no reason or no room to complain about a woman. There will be nothing you need to say about what women are doing, because any woman that you're dealing with is only dealing with you on your terms, and they're doing what you want, when you want it, how you want it. So you don't need to talk about modern women, because even the concept of thinking of modern women as different, or they're different than some women from before, that already within itself is bullshit. Women are the same way they've been 50 years ago, 100 years. It's the same fucking thing. There is no modern this and modern that. See, the thing is that you think there's something different because you think, or you have this assumption that for whatever reason back in the day, even though you're only 22 or 23, for some reason, you know that back in the day, women weren't like this. Really? No, back in the day, it was the same shit. Back in the day, the guys who had game, the attractive guys, were attracting the women. The fucking losers weren't. It's really that simple. Back in the day, you had the guys who couldn't get women, then you had the guys who could get women. Back in the day, what happened was that women were with men for money. Right now, women are with men also for money. Now, this is the crazy part. Back in the day, a lot of guys were able to get women because of money, because women didn't have the money. Nowadays, the reason why you say modern women are acting this way is because nowadays, women, they have money, so they don't need men for money, right? So now you think there's something different about the women because they're not acting like the women back in the day. The only difference is women now have money. If women had money back in the day like how they have now, back in the day would look just like right now. Do you see what I'm saying? This is what a lot of guys don't understand. So there's not this golden era of, oh man, things were better back then. No, they weren't better back then. The women didn't have any choice. So they had to deal with guys who had the money, even though they really didn't like them like that. Now they don't need to do it because they have their own money. So now women could actually just deal with the guys they're attracted to. So now if you're the type of guy who doesn't have game and doesn't know how to attract women, then guess what? You're going to have a hard time. And then you're going to go out here and subscribe to the Manosphere, the red pill, the PUA, all that other shit, right? So now let's talk about the red pill. So understand that the red pill was basically born out of the frustration guys had with PUA, right? But what happens is that what the red pill talks about is they talk about things from a loser's perspective. Well, women are hypergamous. You know, she's gonna monkey branch. You know, she doesn't really like you unless you have money and status. You know, women are born with value. Men have to create their value. All that other stuff, right? So it's coming from a nerd's perspective. It's coming from a loser's perspective. So now you start to think that the red pill is the truth. Bro, it's the truth, man. These women don't like you out here. They just like you for your money. Yeah, they like you for your money if you are not attractive. They like you for your money if you don't have any game. Well, these girls are hypergamous. They're going to go to the bigger, better deal. Of course they are. They're going to go to the bigger, better guy. Why? Because you're a loser and you don't have any game. And she doesn't see any worth in you. You understand what I'm saying? This is not complicated. But what I'm saying is you can't learn game from red pill because red pill is a response to being played by women. Red pill is a response to guys feeling frustrated dealing with women. So how are you going to learn game from motherfuckers complaining about being done dirty by a woman? You understand what I'm saying? This is why I'm telling you guys that you can't learn any game from the red pill. You can't. All the red pill is good for is for you to complain and get your feelings out. That's it. That's it. This is why they have terms like red pill rage and all that other shit, right? Because all it is a bunch of guys getting together to complain about bitches and the shit that they do and why she like that and her nature. You know, it's female nature to be this way or that way. Of course, that's the nature that you experience because you're on the losing side. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're on the losing side. So of course, if you're on the losing side, then her nature is to be hypergamous. Her nature is to monkey branch. Her nature is to use you for the money. Of course. Right? So that's the reality of the red pill guy because this is what's happening to him. But guess what? The reason why it's happening to him is because he doesn't have game. You understand what I'm saying? He doesn't have game. And this is what I'm trying to tell you guys is that the issue stem from not having game, because if you have game, then those things won't be an issue. Because think about this. If a woman's hypergamous nature makes her move from you to the better guy, right? If you have game, how can she find a better guy than you? Think about this. If you have game, how can she find a better guy than you? She can't, because there's only one you. So no woman can find a better Locario because there is no better Locario. There's only one. You understand? A woman can't find a better you because there's only one of you. Exactly, one of one. That is it. So the problem is that when you're red pill, these guys don't actually have a masculine identity. So therefore, this is why it's easy for the woman to just jump to the next guy. Because if you've attracted a woman based on your money, then all she has to do is find someone with more money. If you've attracted women based on your clout, all she has to do is find a guy with more clout. You understand what I'm saying? If this chick is just with you because you're tall, she could just find a taller motherfucker. See, when you have game, a woman is with you and she is fucking with you. She's attached to you. She's in love with you because of who you are. So because she is with you because of who you are, then she can't find a better you because there is none. This is why at the beginning of the video, when I do with Steve, in the intro, I say, do you know how hard it is to get rid of a woman who likes you, who wants you? Because it's difficult. See, these dudes are complaining about women leaving, monkey branching, doing all this other stuff. Nigga, it's hard to get rid of a woman who actually loves you. It's hard. And then, another red pill thing, they be like, women are not capable of love. No, nigga, they just don't love you. That's it. They just don't love you. Listen, I'm trying to tell you guys, when a woman fucking loves you, it's ridiculous. Now, does this mean that a woman is never going to leave you? Not at all. A woman can leave at any time. The issue, though, is that while a woman is with you, right? Because you shouldn't be trying to keep women anyway. But while a woman is with you, she should be on point when she is with you. It's just like, for example, if you have a company, a department store, and they, hire people to work there, while those people are there working, they're wearing the uniform, they're doing their job, and they're doing exactly what they need to do is stay in the situation and in the position. One day they might say, hey, I want to move on to something else, and then they leave the job, or if they fuck up, they get fired. But while they're there, right, they are doing what needs to be done because they want to be there. You understand? So when a woman wants to be there, then understand that you worrying about, oh my God, is she going to monkey branch? This is why a lot of guys are so insecure, because they believe that at any moment, right, their woman is going to leave them. But deep down, they think that because they already felt that way in the first place of thinking she didn't want him in the first place anyway. That's what they're thinking. Well, this girl never liked me anyway. So, it's at any moment she's going to leave me for the taller guy, the guy who has more money, the guy who's better looking, all this other stupid shit, right? And so this is what happens where guys start getting insecure, start, feeling some type of way. And then the woman leaves them, or the woman plays them, the woman wastes their time, or whatever it is like that. And then they're angry and frustrated. Then they come across red pill content. Then the red pill content makes them feel seen. Yeah, that girl that I really like, she did that. Yeah, that was exactly what happened. Man, these women are fucked up. Then you go through that red pill rage because you're so angry and upset at women. But you didn't realize that the reason why things happened with you that way with the woman is because you didn't have game. You understand? Because see, understand this. A woman leaving you is not the issue. The issue is, how do you react and respond when the woman leaves you? That'll show you whether or not you have game. Because if you don't have game, you know what's going to happen when the woman leave you? You're going to be on the floor crying in the fetal position. You understand? You're going to be sitting there like, but I loved her. She was my heart and my soul, and she just ripped my heart out. And I can't believe that she would just leave me like this. I thought we had something special. I can't believe it. These bitches out here are just so heartless. They're so ruthless. That's you. So, but when you have game, right? When a woman leaves you, it's a party. You're like, congratulations to myself. You're like, listen. Exactly. I thought she was official, right? When you have game, right? You were never worried about a woman leaving, and you are not distraught when a woman leaves. You might be a little disappointed because you're like, you know what? That chick was on point. She was cool, but hey, it is what it is. And the reason why you're not upset is because the game is not about women. See, this is the reason why a lot of guys get distraught when a woman leaves. And this is the key. They're upset because they don't even realize how they got her, or they feel like it's going to be hell trying to get another one because they don't believe they're attractive. See, when you have game, you understand that you have an abundance of women. So you're not worried about any woman. You're like, there's so much. There's so much. April said, I'm gonna be distraught if I leave. Listen, if April leave me, I'm gonna be like this. Why? Why, April? Why? Why? I love you. I love you. Why? Why are you doing this to me? Oh my God, I'm gonna be on some Tyrese shit heavy. I'm gonna be on some Tyrese shit heavy. I'll be like, I want my baby. I'm telling you, dudes be crying and be, you know what I'm saying? They be distraught. But again, that's that red pill shit. Now, let's move on to PUA. Let's move on to PUA. You said somebody's gonna clip that. Kobe Lee said April's your soulmate and the girl of your dreams. That's a fact. So let's talk about PUA. Now, the ironic part about PUA is that people think that pickup artists, or some people think pickup artists have game. Like that, because that's the thing. It's like, well, if I can pick up women, then I have game. Right? So what you'll hear with a lot of pickup artists is pickup artists believe that they have some sort of, magical skill to convince a woman to like them. Right? And so you hear this in their whole rhetoric when it comes to how they maneuver when dealing with women. So in general, PUA is about basically simping and chasing women. Simping and chasing women. So basically, it's the idea of, let me do what's necessary to get her. Right? So what a PUA doesn't do, or what basically disgusts a PUA is self-respect. You understand what I'm saying? Because understand this, you can't be a pickup artist and respect yourself at the same time. It's impossible. You understand what I'm saying? It's impossible. Because in order to be a PUA, you have to get rid of your self-respect. You understand? Because you're going to have to chase women at some point. You're going to have to put your self-respect to the side to get the pussy. You're going to have to put yourself beneath a woman to get the pussy. Right? Because that is the art of the pickup. The art of the pickup is to put yourself in a subservient position to the woman in order to attain her. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because, for example, a PUA term is demonstrating high value. So what that essentially means is that you have to demonstrate to the woman that you are high value. So first of all, demonstrating to her means that you're putting on the show for her, which means that she is the one in the power position. So you have to demonstrate to her that you are high value so that she can believe you're high value and therefore be attracted to you. You understand? So you're putting yourself on this stage to perform. But let's see who's calling. We got 305. What's popping? Who this?
Hello, my name is Alex.
Alex, what's going on? What's popping with you, man? Did you donate?
Yes, sir. I donated 1010.
All right, appreciate it. So what's going on with you, man?
Well, this is basically, not too long of a story, but, I'm just going to tell you what needs to be said. And I believe I know the answer, but I want to hear from you just to, reflect my decision. So long story short, a friend of mine who I used to talk to, made a mistake, basically gave boyfriend energy, but, failed because she basically, took my time because I gave the time, because that's basically what I was there for. So I was spoiling her with my own time. Now, after some time, about 3 years later, just because, well, let's see. Long story. Yeah. So basically 3 years later, I was like, you know what? I haven't heard from this person in a while. Let me see how she's doing. So I hit her up a message through, let's just say, Facebook or whatever. And it's just like, hey, it's been a while. How are you? That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. So all she said was, hey, we should catch up and call me or whatever. So later, I think later that day, she hit, she called me and explained to me what's up, what's going on. And basically her man is useless. She made a wrong choice between me and him. And now she's back on square one. Now, when she was talking to me, she was talking to me like the old days, like me giving her all my time and all that stuff. I only sat there just to see what was up because of my curiosity. That was it. I'm not interested in her in that aspect anymore, just because I already know her record. And based on her behavior, it went off just like how I was before. So, I'm like, okay, if I stay in this position, I'm going to give that boyfriend treatment, not get anything, and just waste my time.
So wait, so caller, let me get this straight. So you're saying this is a girl you used to hook up with?
Yeah, exactly.
When did this happen? Yeah, you used to hook up?
3 years ago.
3 years
this
ago.
Was back in 3 years ago, back in Miami.
Okay. And so you're saying you hit her back up and on some what's up shit, and then now she's telling you all this shit that she chose the wrong person or something and she wanted to choose you. Is that what she's saying?
She she didn't say that exactly. She just basically she admitted that the person that she chose, because it turns out the dude was a creep, anything that you can think of that a man is, she chose him because she just made the wrong choice, and that was it though.
Okay, so why'd you hit her back up? What was the reason?
Oh, that just because I used to talk to her, and that was it, and just to see how she was doing, just out of curiosity, no more than that.
No, but why though? Come on, fam, stop. Curiosity, what were you curious about?
Just how she was doing. That was it though. Just because I used to talk to her, and I was like, I haven't spoken to her in a while. Let me see how she's doing.
So then if that's the case, then what's your question then? What's the issue?
Oh, no, the question is that if I talk to this person, I would be in the same situation if I was before, if I behaved the same way as I did before. That's basically it.
No, but why hold on, but wait. But I thought you said you just was...
Oh, no, it was basically a story. That's basically, I was just telling you like a story, and just, like...
Callers,
I used to... Go ahead.
Lying.
Why the fuck you lying?
You want to get back with her, don't you? Come on, don't lie to us.
No. I'm reflecting.
So then what? So I don't understand what's the point of... What is the point of the story, though? That's what I'm trying to, like, what's the point?
Don't make the same mistake.
What's the mistake?
To waste your time on a person who's not interested in you.
So what, you felt like you wasted your time with her? Like, who wasted who time? What are you talking about?
No, I did, because I didn't know how to lead at that time.
What? I'm confused. So you're saying, you're calling up saying a girl you stood up with, you hit her up because you just wanted to see how she was doing. She told you some shit. So what's I'm missing the connection here. Like, how did you waste your time?
How did I waste my time on her? Because I spoiled her with my time. I wanted to date her at one point. She wasn't interested. She's like, nah, I don't feel you that way. And then she just chose another person instead. That was it, though.
Okay, so you're saying that it's a waste of time because y'all didn't get together on a serious relationship?
Correct.
Come on, fam. Are you serious? You know who you sound like, right? You sound like a woman. That's what women say. Man, my time, I'm not here to waste time. It's going to be a waste of my time because he didn't put a ring on it. That's what you sound like. What are you talking about? How is that a waste of time? Hello?
Yeah, no, I'm listening.
Right.
You got me. Like you're that's why I call, because I want to check myself. You get what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's very feminine energy to have that sort of perspective. You understand? Because you hooked up with her, right? You had sex. Was the sex good?
Yeah. It was fine. It was.
So why is it a waste of time? Just because y'all didn't get together and she got with somebody else?
Because I was interested in her I was interested in her at some point, just to form an actual relationship, and she said no.
And you felt bad because she chose somebody else?
Say that one more time.
I said you felt bad because she chose somebody else? Hello?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm just reflecting.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So that's why I'm saying we got to get to the root of this situation, fam, because this is the thing. You're feeling like you wasted your time because you wanted a specific thing to happen that didn't happen. See, the wasting of time, or the thought of wasting time, is this illusion that people have about relationships, especially women, right? Where they feel like everything that happened up until the point of the specific thing they wanted to happen was a waste, instead of learning from the actual situation. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
You see what I mean? So it's like, so the thing is that, because check this out. If she, okay, so did you tell her while y'all was hooking up that you wanted a relationship?
No. Well, no. Like, from what had happened was that she invited me over because she flew down to Miami, and I just went to her room and just spend maybe 5 days with her or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I slept over and everything, and that was it. And then when that happened, I was like, oh damn, maybe she really digs me or whatever. And so I asked her out or whatever, and she just said, no, I'm not interested in you that way. I'm not looking for someone, whatever. And then a week or two later, she tells me, oh, hey, Fulan over there or whatever, I've been talking to him for a while, and yeah, I'm dating him or whatever. And that's basically it.
So wait, let me ask you a question. How long did you know this girl before you told her you wanted to be with her?
4 months.
Oh man. So do you know how long she was with the other guy?
Recently, since she broke up with him, I think 2 years.
No, I'm saying what I'm saying is when she said, hey, I'm with this other guy, do you know how long she was with that guy?
From the time she told me, it wasn't really that long at all. All I know is that the relationship lasted 2 years. That's about it.
Because sometimes what happens is when you date women, they're also dating other guys at the same time they're dating you, and they've been with the other guys way before you. You see what I'm saying?
No, that's valid. Yeah.
Right. So that could also happen. But what I'm saying is that don't look at it as a waste of time, man. Look at it as, hey, I had a good time with this woman, and that's what it was supposed to be. You feel what I'm saying? Because the thing is that if you keep looking at it as waste of times, then what you're going to do is that the times you have with women, you're not going to be fully present, and you're not going to enjoy yourself because you're just looking at or expecting a particular thing. Even, for example, even with sex, like some guys, they go on dates and they're thinking about sex so much that they can't even enjoy themselves on a date. So now they go on the date, sex don't happen, and they're like, oh, this was such a waste of time. Why? Because they were so focused on sex. You see what I'm saying? So you were so focused on being with her that you thought the 4 months that you was fucking her was a waste of time. You see what I'm saying? Right. So enjoy the times you have with the women. Don't be trying, you know what I'm saying? Don't be looking, because I'm sure you was probably thinking about this for years, like, damn, we could have been something, and why'd she choose the other guy? And you was probably thinking all that shit, wasn't you?
Yeah, in the back of my head, but I couldn't let that shit fog my head like that. I was like, nah, I gotta keep moving. I just gotta, what I was remembering is, what did I do to make those mistakes that lead me to that situation?
Right.
And try to correct it, And what really helps is you just gotta keep going.
Well,
like you can't just
well,
stay
this
in the
is the thing.
same island.
This is the thing. You know what would help if you go to shoplocario.com and get master their vetting process, because that's what you should have been doing. You know what I'm saying? And let that chick earn her spot instead of you trying to get a spot with her. That was the problem. So you got to always let the women earn their spot with you and not you trying to get a spot with her. So 4 months, you shouldn't be thinking about no chick being your girl. That's crazy. That's insanity. You see what I'm saying? 4 months. That's crazy.
Okay.
Right. So yeah. Anything else you want to say, caller?
Just follow your instincts, right? Is that just
No. See, no. You can't follow your instincts because your instinct is to simp. You see what I'm saying? This is why you got to learn the game so that you will actually follow your real instincts. You see what I'm saying? So this is what you got to understand. And I'm glad you even said that, because this goes for all of you guys out here. I want y'all to listen to me closely. See, the reason why you can't follow your instincts is because you actually have to have confidence to really follow your real instincts. Because right now your instincts are to simp, to probably trick, to be needy, to be clingy. That's your instinct. Because even in this situation, your instinct was to try to wife her up in 4 months. And then your instinct was you thinking about this woman for all this time. And then your instinct was thinking that you wasted all that. You see what I'm saying? All of these things are happening because you don't understand the game, i.e. you don't understand yourself. Because what happens is that when you understand yourself and you have love for yourself, then what happens is that when you deal with women, they have to match the love you have for yourself. So this is why when you vet women, you are testing women over a period of time to see if they're going to be consistent with showing you the same love that you have for yourself. And so therefore, the thought in your mind of her even being your girl won't even occur until she proves it. You're saying that's where the instinct is going to come in, the real instinct of this chick can't be here unless she's shown me that she can actually be here. Because being here means that it has to be up to my standard. Your standard is the love you have for yourself. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So right now, you're thinking of all these things and your instinct is to do all of this simpy shit because you're making it about the women instead of making it about yourself. You see what I'm saying? This is why I tell you guys have to learn this game, because once you learn this game, because this is the thing, the fact that you was even thinking about this woman, you understand, is the issue. Like there's women, like for example, I was on Facebook the other day, and sometimes Facebook shows you just random people. They have this section called people you may know, right?
Right.
There was a girl on that section that I hooked up with maybe like, I don't know, 4 years ago or some shit. And I forgot she even existed until that picture popped up. I was like, oh shit, I remember this. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm not even thinking, like she's not even in my brain. Like that shit is like it had to pop up for me to even realize and go back in my mind to even think I had that actual experience. I was like, oh shit, I didn't even remember this girl exists. I was like, oh shit. And then everything started coming back. I was like, oh, okay, I remember her. What I'm saying is when you don't have game, you're so focused on the women and not focused on yourself. And that's why you start simping. That's why guys start tricking. That's why guys start getting needy and clingy, because you're making everything about the woman. So you have to be full of yourself. And when you're full of yourself, you're not going to ever make it about the woman. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's right.
Exactly.
Right. I'm focusing on too much on something that doesn't matter instead of focusing on me. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Shout out to Dre the Great. He said, "Simp, you got the simp instincts. You got to get rid of those simp instincts, man."
the chronic bitch dependency.
Exactly.
I got you.
Facts. All right, caller.
Thank you so much.
All right, brother. I appreciate the call, fam. But yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. PUA can't teach you that shit. You see what I'm saying? PUA cannot teach you that shit. Because see, remember I did a video the other day, and shout out to him, the single guy, where he did a whole video about how he was getting his ex back, and you basically stalked her for damn near a year, right? That's PUA. Is let me not focus on myself. Let me focus on the woman and try to get my ex back. What? You understand what I'm saying? That's the PUA stuff, right? It's let me pass her shit test. Let me chase this woman. Let me allow her to test me because she's hot and she's bad. That's PUA. PUA is, well, hot women are worth chasing. Yeah, but she's hot, bro. She's going to test you because since she's so hot, she has all these guys trying to get at her, right? Even that thought process of she has all these guys trying to get at her, so I have to pass her test. Remember, if you have game, you understand you're one of one. So why the fuck do you even care about all the other guys trying to get at her? I don't give a shit about all the other guys trying to get at her. You understand what I'm saying? But again, you need game to understand this. This is what I'm saying, that PUA can't teach you game. PUA teaches you how to chase women. Remember, shout out to Alex. Alex did a video. We did a video response, and he showed you out of his own mouth. He said that he was talking to this woman for a month, going back and forth with this woman for a month. That is called chasing. It's called chasing. You see what I'm saying? Shit is crazy. Let's go to 949. 949. What's popping? Who this? 949? Hello? Yes, sir. 949. What's going on? Who's this? 949.
Hello, how's it going on? My name is Jeffrey.
Jeffrey, did you donate?
I forgot. Let me do that really quick.
Donate and call back, fam. All right. So let me see what else we got here. Let's see some of these questions real quick. So I saw a lot of videos, women complaining about men not approaching them. Do you think it's a good thing to humble them and behave better because many dudes get harsh rejections and they tire? No. Listen, let me tell you something. Women complaining about men not approaching is going to do nothing. Nothing. See, this is manosphere talk, where guys think that women are going to change their behavior if guys start doing certain things. No. Understand this. The guys who are not approaching, see, women are complaining about guys not approaching because women like to complain, because complaining is attention for them. Also, the guys that they're complaining about not approaching them would be the same guys that they would reject because they're not attracted to them. So what happens is that women will want these guys to approach them to get the ego boost, but those same guys that are not approaching, they would reject them and not fuck with them anyway. You understand what I'm saying? That's what it's about. 949, what's popping?
Hello, how's it going? Jeffrey, can I just sense it?
All right, appreciate it. So what's going on with you, man?
I didn't want to be on here too long. I just I was curious. You do coaching, right?
No, I don't.
You don't do it?
Of course I do coaching. What do you mean?
I meant like personal coaching, like when you like when you pay. You talking about one-on-one coaching, like in person? Or like in person or phone coaching?
Yeah, I do that. I do phone coaching. I do all that.
Okay. I was just curious how much is it like?
It's on the website. Go to MrLocario.com and hit the coaching tab, and all the information is there.
Okay, and then how does I think if I do that with you, it's going to be phone coaching. But how does the in-person coaching work? How does that work?
Well, this is what I'll say. The in-person coaching is, I'm not doing that right now because I have a lot of different things that I got to do differently, because I used to do a lot of in-person coaching back in the day, but there's certain things I have to do differently and I got to set the price different. So right now it's just the phone coaching.
Oh, okay. I didn't see I saw the one for the monthly session. I saw that, but like how much is it just for one? or you don't do that anymore?
Caller, it's all on the website. Whatever's on there, that's what I do. So you can just
check
the website, or this is what you do. Hit me up on the back end. Email me, and then I'll email you the links to everything, and you can just look it over and then pick what you want to do.
For sure. Where do I email you at?
Just email me at Ask Mr. Locario, ASK Mr. Locario at Gmail. All right.
All right, for sure. Thank you, Locario. Have a great day, man.
Appreciate it. All right. So yeah, guys, just go on the website. It has all the stuff on there, man. All the stuff. April got the links in the chat and everything. You feel me? All right. So this says, have you ever heard about letting go? If so, what's your thoughts? It's about sitting and surrendering to negative emotions. So you remove all conditioning so the real you can shine. Yeah, I agree. Well, the thing is that what happens is that you have to be able to be, accepting of yourself and accepting of life and reality. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of times what happens is that people are susceptible to circumstances way too much, which causes a lot of suffering. Now, it's not an easy thing to do because we're so conditioned to feel good if this is happening and feel bad if that's happening, right? But if you're able to, not let circumstances or situations dictate how you feel, then you'll be able to be good. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what it is. So this says, can't they teach you game on what to look out for from women if you're doing the right stuff? If you're doing the right stuff, then you don't have to look out for anything. Do you see what I'm saying? See, they're telling you what to look out for because they don't have the answers. They're like, man, look out, this girl's going to be hypergamous and this girl's going to give you these shit tests and this girl's going to... See, they're telling you look out for things that are going to happen that you're not going to like. But the things that you don't like happen because you don't have game. Because if you had game, you'd only be dealing with women on your terms. So you can't be doing the right stuff and then be trying to look out for some shit that you're oh my God, I got to look out for this thing I'm not going to like. If you were doing the right stuff, then everything would fall into place how you want it to fall into place. You understand what I'm saying? Is that this is the thing that guys don't understand about game. This is why I said they can't teach you game, because what happens is that, check this out. If they taught you game, then you can't complain about women. So you can't have game and complain about women at the same time. It's impossible. Impossible. So either you have game or you complain about women. You gotta choose. You understand what I'm saying? You have to choose. That's how it works. So as soon as you hear a man complaining about women, you know he don't got no fucking game. Could you imagine? Could y'all imagine catching me on here complaining about women? That would be the day. That's how you know that I've been cloned and replaced. If I come on here and start complaining about women, that's not me. That's an imposter. I promise you, that's not me. You understand what I'm saying? I promise you. If I get on here and start bitching about women, that's not me. I'm just telling y'all right now, I've been cloned. They've switched me out, and it's a wrap. I'm locked in a dungeon somewhere. It's not me. You see what I'm saying? It is not me, I guarantee you. So do you believe these communities are only good for providing societal information, UT skill building and improvement? These communities cannot do this. Well, this is the thing. What happens is it's societal information for losers. That's what keeps, so basically it's what you got to understand, right? It's like, okay, think about this, right? Let's talk about fitness. And if somebody was like, man, these gyms suck because these gyms are just trying to take your money and the equipment is not going to help you build muscle, and the food industry sucks, so you can't even get the right foods to eat the right calories you want, blah blah blah. So I'm complaining about all these things about fitness, right? So what is the information I'm giving you? I'm giving you the information of a person who's too cheap to get a gym membership, the person who is too cheap to buy the food that they need to eat to get fit, and too lazy to actually go in the gym and do the things and make the shit happen. So I'm giving you information, but I'm giving you information from a loser's perspective. Right? Because if I'm telling you the information from a winner's perspective, I'll be like, listen, it's not about the gym. You understand what I'm saying? It's about you. Do you have the discipline to go into the gym and work out? Do you have the discipline to eat the foods that you need to eat? And we got 3 free calls available, people. 3 free calls. 3 free calls. Appreciate it. I think it's from Kobe. Shout out to Kobe. And we got about maybe 15, 20 minutes, and we're going to wrap this up because I need to get something to eat. I'm freaking starving out this motherfucker. Starving. But let's see what else we got here. So can't she find a better man with game to elevate her to further levels? I understand the one-of-one frame, but women can leave the one-on-one man for another man of a higher level of game. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. See, what you don't understand, Lloyd, is that the fact that it is one-of-one, she can only get the experience there. That's like saying, Lloyd, that's like saying this. That's like saying, well, can't you go to Burger King to get something like the Big Mac? No, you can't. So let's go to 347. 347. What's poppin'? Who this?
This is good brother calling from the Bronx. I'm calling for the free call.
What's going on, fam? Let's go with you.
Yeah, I have a question. I once heard you say that the street is the hardest place to talk to girls, and I wanted to know why is the reason.
You said what now? You said the street?
Yeah, you say once you say that the street was the hardest place to talk to girls and to try to communicate stuff.
Right. Well, because I was talking about all the different places that you can communicate with women. The street is going to be the most difficult because there's more variables in the street. So meaning that when you talk to a girl in the street, there's all of these different things that can cause it to where she's not going to get with you. So for example, you meet a girl in the street, she might be a lesbian. You meet a girl in the street, she already has a boyfriend. You meet a girl in the street, she's on her way to work, whatever the fuck it is, that's causing it to be more difficult. Now, if you go to a singles event and there's 50 women there, right? 9 times out of 10, all 50 of those women are single and ready to mingle, right? So that's going to be easier to pick up women there than a random woman in the street. Does that make sense?
All right, makes sense.
All right.
All right, have a good time.
All right, brother. Bye-bye. Appreciate the call, fam. All right. So where's we at with the questions? Oh yeah, so all I'm saying with this is like, that's like saying that somebody's gonna go to Burger. They love McDonald's cheeseburgers, right? And then they're gonna go to Burger King thinking that they're getting a higher level of burger, but they're like, man, I want it to taste, like the cheeseburger, but even better. No, you can only get the cheeseburger taste of McDonald's at McDonald's. Shout out to Steve the Dean in the building. Shout out to Steve the Dean in the building. Shout out to Steve the Dean in the building. Shout out to Charlie. Says, shout out to Locario. I bought the vetting program, already listened to it. I still have to take more notes, but it's a ridiculously good program. Appreciate you, fam. So again, make sure you guys get this program. Master the vetting process. How to succeed in casual and long-term relationships. Go to shoplocario.com to get your copy today. Get your copy today. So let me see what else. So Locario, if one of your women ever died, would you cry at the funeral? He's gotta be saying all these things, man. Of course, I'd probably cry at the funeral if it's my woman. Yeah, I'll cry. Let me see. Where we got here? So is it the same for complaining about the game itself? For instance, when guys complain about hollering at 25 women a day being too much work. Well, yeah. Well, the thing is that if they're complaining about that, that's directly correlated to them not having it. You feel what I'm saying? That's why they're complaining about it. Let's go to 240. 240. What's popping? Who this?
Yeah, hello.
Yes, sir. What's going on? Who's this?
Chilling. This is Fred from Maryland.
What's going on? Are you taking a free call or you donate?
Free call.
All right. So what's going on with you, man?
The issue with me right now is that I'm finding it difficult to get somebody off my mind.
Oh, Lord. Uh-oh. So tell us what happened.
I mean, she was an ex. I dated her for a little over a year.
Uh-huh.
And I tried to apply all the logic as to why I shouldn't miss her, but I think about her every day, and it's been about 3 months now.
So y'all broke up 3 months ago?
Yeah.
And how long were y'all together?
For a year and a little bit over a year and 3 months, about that.
So you've been together like the whole so what I'm saying is how long were you with her or talking to her before y'all boyfriend and girlfriend, and how long was the boyfriend girlfriend relationship? So when you met her, from the time you met her to the time you became boyfriend and girlfriend, how many months passed?
I mean, it was love at first sight.
Oh my God. Come on, please tell me you're trolling.
I wish I was.
Oh my God. So wait, so when you first met her, at what point did you make her your girl? The first week y'all met?
No, but the first week.
Yeah, so I'm saying what?
I mean, I thought like.
Yeah, when did she become your girlfriend? At what point?
There was no discussion about that. We just flew into it.
Right. So wait. So y'all never had a talk about y'all being together? Y'all just met and then y'all just kept seeing each other for a year and 3 months?
I mean, at the beginning, I told her she was free to keep seeing whoever she was seeing. That I didn't want to, hold her, but she kind of applied pressure and told me that she wasn't seeing anybody and that she wanted to be with me. And so there was no talk about that.
Okay, so when did that happen?
Yeah, the first month.
So the first month, she applied pressure and told you she's not seeing anybody else and she want to be with you.
Yeah, like she kept on coming over to see me, and I tried to let her know that I was free. I didn't mind if she was seeing other people, but somehow it just
okay. So y'all got together. Y'all was seeing each other. How often did y'all see each other?
Like in a week, it would be on Fridays and sometimes on Sundays. Because I had a busy schedule, so it allowed me to see her only on Fridays.
So basically, like once a week.
Yes.
Okay, so once a week for a whole year, or a year and 3 months.
Basically, like almost the whole year. About I'll say a year.
Okay, now why'd you break up?
A lot of reasons. She told me that at the third month she noticed that I wasn't really into her, and I wasn't being consistent, and I was giving her emotional issues because I would act distant whenever she comes around. But
so
to me,
wait, hold on. So you said the third month in, that's when she's saying that?
Well, yeah, that's when she told me that she started noticing issues that I didn't. And she told me that I didn't, touch her for 5 weekends for about a month.
So why were you being distant and not talking to her?
I guess other things were going on, and I just didn't want to be bothered. Like I'm like that sometimes in relationships.
Like what? What was going on?
I mean, I said,
huh? Caller, you still there? Your phone's going out. Your phone is all right. You're gonna have to call back, fam. Your phone is all fucked up. Call back. This guy, he's lost in the sauce. He said he didn't touch her for 5 weeks. What is going on with this nigga? What is going on with this nigga, man? I want him to call back because I want to hear the rest of this fucking thing. This is crazy. I'm like, what is going on with this guy? And guys, remember, tomorrow we're going to have the live stream 8 o'clock in the morning, 8 a.m. tomorrow for July 4th. So make sure you guys tune in. Okay, so caller, are you there?
Yes, can you hear me better now?
Yeah, I can hear you better now. So you said you didn't touch her for 5 weeks?
Well, that's what she said. That's what she said, but I know that there was a time that I didn't touch her for a while, but that was because
why?
Maybe I had enough of it.
Had enough of what?
The intimacy at that time, but it picked up.
Didn't you say it was love at first sight? That's how you treat somebody you love?
Yeah, but it picked up. Like, let's just say I didn't touch her for a whole month, but in the subsequent months, it picked up. We started having sex again. But at that time, mentally, I wasn't there.
Wait. So why? Why did you stop having sex?
I have no explanation for it. I just wasn't feeling it.
Let's be honest. Is this you?
Yes. Yes. Yes, queen. Yes, queen. Yes, queen.
Yes. Is your wrist a little broken, caller? Huh?
Yes, I want it.
No, I'm saying, is your wrist a little broken? Is your wrist kind of loose?
No.
So that's what I'm trying, because you're saying shit just happened, like shit just happens. No, there's a reason. What is the reason why you were not touching her? Or what's the reason why you were falling
Maybe
back?
I had a lot on my mind. Maybe with the work, I was stressed out, and
there's no maybe. Just tell us what it is. You're not telling you. So you're trying to tell me that there's a period where you weren't communicating with her, dealing with her, whatever, and you just don't know? Just no reason? You were just in your feelings?
No, but she would come over. We would spend the night together, but I wouldn't touch her because I was just overwhelmed with other things going on at that time. And I hope that she would understand.
With what? Overwhelmed with what? Tell me.
Work, stress, thoughts.
And then you wanted her to understand?
Yeah, like I explained to her.
Let me ask you a question. So you get paid every 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Now, would you understand if your boss was overwhelmed and couldn't pay you?
No.
Oh, why? Why don't you just understand? Huh?
Okay, what I'm saying is that it picked up.
No, but I'm trying to get
like
you. No, that's what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is when you're in a relationship, it is you have a job to do. So you can't be in a relationship and think you can't do your job. So what I'm saying is, so now you're saying she broke up with you?
I mean, I would say yes, she broke up with me, but we had things started popping up, and I just couldn't deal with it anymore. And I told her that I'll come talk to her the next day, and I never showed up, and it's been 3 months now.
Okay, so why are you worried about this if you don't want the relationship and you acting like a girl or something? Like, I don't understand. Like, you acting real feminine. That's weird. Why would you be like, I miss her and all this when you were the problem?
But I wasn't the problem.
Oh my God.
I give a lot. And I know the kind of person I am, but for the kind of person I am, I give a lot.
What is this lot you gave?
I gave her my time.
No, you didn't. You said that you ain't touch her for a few weeks. How you giving her your time?
Yeah. Okay. That was out of over a year. Let's just say a month or 3 weeks. That's when it happened. But out of that, it picked up. Like I said, it continued.
Have you ever been in a relationship before this? How old are you?
I'm 35.
35. Have you ever been in a long-term relationship before this woman?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so you done this in your other relationships too? You just like disappear for months and not touch a girl and all this other shit?
No, not exactly. It's never happened.
So then why did it happen now? Just because you was overwhelmed at work?
Well, in relationships, there are times when you're low, right? And so sometimes, even though you can't physically be there, but you can't sexually be there, you're physically there. That was what was going on, because she used to come around. I used to let her come around. I didn't tell her, hey, I can't see you today. I just stood by the program and gave her the time that I usually, that was meant for her, which was every Friday.
And so when she would come, so you would just randomly come around when you told her when it wasn't Fridays or her day?
I mean, it was just Fridays, unless.
So wait.
Sometimes,
wait. So you told her that y'all gonna meet on Fridays?
Yes, because that was when it was convenient for me.
Okay,
for our schedule.
So she would come over Friday, and then you wouldn't do nothing with her?
Well, just for those few weeks.
Right. So this is what I'm trying to say. So now what I'm saying is that why do you miss her?
Because number one, I put a lot in the relationship, and two, she was solid. I'll put it that way.
So if she was,
however
what?
However, she had kids, and I wasn't trying to have kids with her. So I was just playing my cards right.
So she had kids, and you don't want to have kids with her. So why didn't you just tell her you don't want to have kids? Why do you feel like you have to have kids?
Well, I was entertaining the possibility of having her, considering the feeling that I had for her. But I knew that wasn't something that I wanted to do, especially because she had way too many kids, and I didn't want to deal with that. But I liked her as a person.
Okay, so Carla, let me ask you. Wait, so how did the breakup happen? What? Tell me what happened.
The breakup. Okay, now throughout the course of the relationship, she would go off on me, and I would ignore her for a week or so.
She would do what? She would go off on you?
Yeah, she would start acting funny.
Like what? What'd she say?
Trying to attack my person, like using the ad hominem. Maybe something, she would just refer to the past, maybe that particular instant where I didn't touch her for weeks. And I was like, hey, we can't move on like this. I agree that this happened, but we got to move forward. Besides, it's no longer happening. Things have gotten better. So I would ignore her for a week whenever such stuff happens.
Mm-hmm.
And she would get back to me, and, we will reconcile. But towards the end of the relationship, it happened, and I ignored her for a little over a week, and she got back to me thinking that we would reconcile. She got really smart smack in the mouth with me, and that was when by then I was already seeing other people, so I let it known to her that, hey, I'm already seeing other people. And then she got mad and started cussing me out and told me that, yeah, she too would start seeing other people. And, it seemed like we were going to talk things out, but I never showed up. Like, after I told her, okay, I would come see her the next day to sort things out, but I never showed up. I was just
call her. You know what you got to do? You know what you got to do?
What?
It's real simple. Leave this woman alone. That's it. See, this is what you guys got to understand, right? So the problem is that, and this is why I talk about this red pill, you guys and all this red pill shit, manosphere nonsense, is that you guys don't understand that you are the problem. You are not qualified to be anyone's man. Does that make sense?
How do?
Like, you should not be in any type of serious relationship with any woman at all.
Why? Why you say that?
Because you don't know how to be a man in a relationship. A man in a relationship doesn't stop doing what he needs to do because he's in his feelings, because he's overwhelmed with work. You understand what I'm saying? You still got to do the shit.
Let's just say I slipped. I slipped, but it picked up. I continued.
No. There's no picking up. It has to happen all the time, consistently. So, Caller, you have kids? No, you don't have kids, right?
Yeah, I don't have kids.
Okay, so if you had a kid, you're gonna be like, well, I don't feel like taking care of my kid because I had I was overwhelmed at work. Is that what you're gonna say? Now you're gonna not see your kid for a week Because you in your feelings?
No.
Okay, so then, so what makes you think a woman is going to want to stay with you and be in a relationship with you when you move based on your feelings? You see what I'm saying? Like, you want a relationship, but you don't want to have the responsibility of a man in a relationship. You can't have it both ways, fam.
Yeah, but what do you mean that I can't have it? I was the man. Like, I took care. Like, I handled situation. It's just that one time.
No.
I tried. I made up for.
No. There's no just one time. You have to be on always. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You can't just be like, well, this thing happened, so I just, like, for example, when she felt some type of way about you not touching her or not being there, and then you said what? I didn't hit her up for a week. Yes.
Yes.
So when you in your feelings based on what she's saying, based on what you're doing, now you're trying to punish her for reacting to what you did.
No, okay. So when things are better and she just gets in her feelings and starts reminding me of something that I did in the past. I'm like,
Full stop. Why did you do the thing in the past?
I mean, I don't have an explanation as to why I do what I do. But it just happened at that time.
Okay, and that's my point. So what I'm saying is leave her alone and let her find a man. That's what I'm saying. Like, why would you call her? If you was looking for a job, right? And this job over here wants to hire you, they say, we're gonna pay you $100,000 a year. And I come to you and I say, hey, caller, listen, work for me. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to pay you. I might be able to pay you, but I'm not sure. Where are you gonna go?
The ones that are certain.
Exactly. You're going to go to the person paying you $100,000 because they're more stable, they're consistent, and they have a structure, right? If I don't have a structure, I'm not consistent, and I can't pay you and I can't do this shit, it makes sense for you to not be with me and fuck with me and be and work at my place, right? So what I'm saying is that you have no structure, you have no fucking foundation, you have no consistency. So what I'm saying is leave that woman alone so she can find a man.
So what do you mean that I don't have consistency when I was making time for her on the
Bro, you know what consistency means? Consistency means that you do this every time, all the time. Like caller, you ever watch our show Real Game No Theory?
Yes, I have.
Really? What day? What time?
On Sundays at 12.
Exactly. How do you see? Isn't it interesting that you just knew it was Sundays at 12 because of the consistency? That's what I'm trying to say to you, man.
So what if something happens like last week or 2 weeks ago? K-Zaggin was not in the team. Things like that happen. That's exactly what I'm saying. What if I travel? Where's the consistency? We can't meet up.
No. You said that you didn't touch her for like 5 times or some shit, right?
Yes, about a month.
Okay, so K-Zaggin is not missing 5 fucking episodes in a row. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to tell you, fam. Like, you need to be consistent, and you're not. So what I'm saying is you can't be inconsistent, then expect her to be okay with it, and then feel some type of way that she is pointing out that you're inconsistent, and then be like, oh my God, why is she acting this way? And I miss her. And bro, you're the one fucking up. Are you serious?
Locario, this happened just out of the whole year, the whole time that we did it. It happened in about 3 to 4 weeks, and after that time, things changed. Like, it picked up. So
bro, you said 3 to 4 weeks. You was MIA. You was missing in action.
Yes,
nigga, you cannot have a relationship with a woman and be missing in action for 3 weeks because of your feelings. That's what I'm saying. It's not like you said, yo, I was missing for 3 weeks because I had this job I had to do overseas. My company wanted me to be here. I told her I'm going to be gone for 3 weeks and I'll see her later. Or, hey, I was missing in action for 3 weeks because I got into a car accident. I had to stay in the hospital. No, you was like, I was overwhelmed with all this feelings and I was just, bro, you can't do that. But you think you could just act a certain way based on your feelings?
That's not what men do. Are you insane? You understand? See, the reason why you get your check every 2 weeks at work is because no matter how much how your boss feels overwhelmed, he know he got to pay you every fucking 2 weeks. Your boss not going to come to you, hey, listen, I'm just feeling kind of overwhelmed, so I'm not going to give you your paycheck. You look at him like he's fucking crazy. Right? Like, what are you talking about? Come on, fam. Listen, I suggest you need to just hook up with girls and call it a day, fam. Like, you're not ready to be in no relationship. You see what I'm saying? You are not ready, bro.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So Cole, you got some soul searching to do, man. Stop letting all your feelings cloud your judgment, because you're never going to be in a healthy, stable relationship acting this way. It's never going to work. You understand? So I appreciate the call, fam, and get some coaching for real, because you need it. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. All right, so we about to wrap this shit up, man. Let me man, I hope he was trolling, because that is horrible. Exactly. This is what happens when you consume Manosphere. He gonna be the same guy consuming the Manosphere content. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm like, why do these modern women, I did so much for them, why are they acting this way? It's like, what? Oh my God. Oh my God. Listen, April, I'm gonna be missing in action for 3 or 4 weeks. I'm feeling kind of overwhelmed with these. Oh my goodness. Crazy. But anyway. So I think that's pretty much it, man. We about to wrap this shit up. So yeah, tomorrow at 8 a.m. we are gonna be doing a live stream. You feel what I'm saying? April told me good luck with that. But April, I'm just feeling so overwhelmed. I just Yo, y'all motherfuckers is wild out here. Crazy. But anyway, so listen, man, we about to head up out of here. Make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com, masculineidentitymembership.com. Make sure you guys go to CunninghamElements.com and also go to shoplocario.com. And remember, tomorrow's show is going to be 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the 4th of July. So make sure you guys tune in. You feel what I'm saying? And yeah, man, that's pretty much it. I appreciate everybody tuning in, and I'll holler at y'all later. Remember, the truth is inside you, and I am out of here, people. Hold on, where's my shit though? I gotta play my shit. Here we go. Listen, ask me if I care. I promise I don't care. She told me that she got hurt in the past. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about that. I'm thinking, what's up with all of that ass? I ain't tricking, bitch, don't ask me about cash. Why these hoes be telling me all they problems? I ain't saving them, ain't my fault they got them. I can't solve them and I could never stop them. All I'm concerned with is hitting the bottom. She got scarred in her life. I don't care about her life. She got scarred in her life. I don't care about her life. This girl's looking for a listening ear. Don't she notice that I really don't care? I'm a man, she should go choose the bear. I'll explain to her that life isn't fair. Why you wanna talk to me about your life? I'm just trying to hit, I don't want a wife. You lie saying you want somebody nice. He has your back, you stab his with a knife. You be wanting your friends to be men. You know you don't care about none of them. Or I should say they don't care about you. They only there cause they hoping to screw. You saying guys only want one thing. You frontin' as if you don't want flings. You want the guy with dough, you want bling. Now you wanna be a queen, you want kings. Why you trying to search for a gentleman? Do you think that's how you will get a man? You don't understand, so you won't get a man. I don't want to talk, I am not Letterman.
She got scarred in her life, I don't care about her life. She got scarred in her life, I don't care about her life. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. She's got scarred in her life. I don't care about her life. She got scarred in her life. I don't care about her life.
Step up your game and go to shoplocario.com. That is the place where you can get my books, audio, and video programs in one place. All you got to do is type in shoplocario.com and step up your game today. Game Kings 2, The Definition of Man, is out right now. Click the link below or go straight to masculineidentity.com to get your copy today. Click the links below to get private one-on-one coaching sessions with Mr. Locario or Miles Cunningham to step up your game. These coaching sessions are designed to help you with your specific needs in the dating game. So make sure you click the links below right now so that you can step up your game today. Now, before you go, click the link below and go to badboymembership.com. Now, badboymembership.com is a place where you go to get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Listen, I know you're tired of being rejected. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of being afraid to approach women. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of not getting the women that you want. Go to badboymembership.com. Listen, I know you're tired of being alone on a Friday night. Go to badboymembership.com. Now picture this. You'll go from not getting what you want when it comes to you dealing with women to actually getting what you want, to being the guy women want to be with, women want to date, women want to have sex with. All you need to do is go to badboymembership.com, follow the steps, learn the game, implement the game, and then you will get the woman you want. Make sure you go to badboymembership.com today. Click the link below. Click the link below or go straight to MrLocario.com to get the documentary Game Kings, The Definition of Game.
Because Locario, in my opinion, is the best dating coach on YouTube or whatever the fuck. Everything he says, ambulance. Everything he says, I have nothing against him. I have no contradiction. Everything he says, I say, yeah, it's this guy